did two 20-something young men land a $300 million Pentagon contract?
I'm not a bad man, but in certain situations, I have to ask myself, what would a bad man do?
Is this safe, driving to Baghdad?
Very safe. 50-50.
War Dogs, starring Jonah Hill and Miles Teller. This movie is not really a comedy, more like a biopic with some comedy elements, and I really enjoyed this movie. Basically what we have here is Miles Teller is not really happy with his life. He's a massage therapist, he doesn't like his job, he's getting ready to have a baby, and he meets up with an old high school buddy, and he sells guns to the government, and he's like, hey, come work with me, you'll make a ton of money, and it's basically about that situation. Now, one thing I really did love about this movie, I loved how it was directed and how it's edited together. They do this really cool thing where they show you a line from a scene before you see the scene, and they kind of cut it up in chunks like that. That was pretty interesting, and I really, really liked the performances here. Jonah Hill especially. This is probably Jonah Hill's best performance to me. He plays this really sleazy guy, but he's got this laugh that is throughout the movie, and it just cracks me up every time. And it was just so good. His portrayal, you never really like him or trust him throughout the whole movie. So they do a great job of portraying him as this sleazeball. Then Miles Teller is pretty good too. And one thing, he has the hottest wife I've ever seen in this movie, and she's got this accent which makes her even hotter. And it's never really explained how he ended up with this woman. And I really like the story here. It's based on a true story. It was very interesting. I didn't know much about the subject, so it was an interesting take on the story. Now, there were a few things I didn't like. It does have some pacing issues. There are some slow parts in the movie. And the trailer, the way the trailer was cut made me think that certain parts of the movie were going to be longer than others, where there was actually one chunk in the movie that really is only about 10-15 minutes. For some reason I thought it was going to be longer, but it does have some pacing issues. And one of the things I really didn't like was, I'm not going to do any spoils here, but Miles Teller doesn't trust someone. You and the audience don't trust this person, and then at the end of the movie, it makes you think that, oh, Miles Teller never trusted this person at all. But if that was the case, he wouldn't do something really stupid about midway through the movie, like it's like super, super stupid. But overall, I did enjoy this movie. I liked the hints of humor. I liked the storyline. I love the performances. Bradley Cooper's in here for a little bit, and he's Bradley Cooper. He does an awesome job, as usual, playing another kind of sleazy kind of guy. It does wrap up kind of weird, but overall, I really did enjoy this movie. I'm going to give War Dogs a 4 out of 5. If you like this video, click that like button. If you want to keep up to date on all my videos, click this glorious subscribe belly button. If you want to see my last few videos, click over here. This has been a Rainy Cage production. Peace out.